I met a man once. Well, he seemed like more of a boy at the time. You see, he had this problem with his life. He was working at a grocery store, selling cheese. As grocery store people do. A good day meant going home with a frozen pizza and watching other people live amazing lives in television shows and movies. He was a loser. It sounds harsh, but I think we all know what I mean. He had dreams, he told me. He wanted to be a famous actor or a doctor or maybe a race car driver. The kind of dreams most Americans have. But he was directionless. Probably a lot like you. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "Don't just sit at the bus station taking photos of people's bottoms and posting them on social media." That's a quote from Einstein, you see. Or maybe I just made it up. The point is, those words jolted him and he later went on to complete 17 of my seminars. I'm here to tell you what you gotta do. You gotta feed the beast. But who is the beast? And what are you supposed to feed it? I'm Tanner McJohnson, Masters TMM, and this is my super class. Feed the beast to become your ultimate self.
Episode 11, Motivation.
Why did you wake me up to watch that?
Because he has a system, Chad. And I've realized part of your problem is that you don't have a system.
I'm going to work. If you see the landlord, maybe you could pay him your half of the rent directly.
Absolutely. I'll get you enrolled with TMM this afternoon.
I don't have time, or the money, to take a super class.
Ask her to pay for it.
She won't even pay her part of the rent.
She just changes the subject. Right?
Kind of.
Then, if you want her to stop talking about this super class, ask her to pay for it. I've been therapizing a long time now. Chad, give it a try.
Anyone home?
Sorry about that. How may I help you?
Can I have a burger burrito with hot sauce?
Do you want anything to drink?
When I finally knew my calling from the feudal landowner in the sky, that's when I became a genius and a zillionaire. Kublai Khan maybe said that. Maybe. Or it could have been this other guy I saw on the internet.
That's cool. And to drink?
Water. With soda pop. Hold the water.
Okay, I'll bring that out to you.
That will be all, meal, peasant.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't a quote from Kublai Khan.
Well, it's the internet. When our generation dies, no one left will know anything.
Selfie erotica, Chad. Selfie erotica and dancing, cats. They'll know about that.
That's probably true.
Anyway, you will be getting a bill from me in a few days. Ignore it. That's for paperwork purposes. I'm paid through the court. I'm proud of you, Chad.
Really?
No. Not at all. You don't do anything about your problems, at all. Dear John, no. You complain too much and you have no life plans whatsoever. Honestly, you probably should take the super class. Chin up, little guy. I'm proud of you, is just what us therapizers say when we end the session. We have 3 more sessions, and then I tell the court you're not a danger to anyone. I get paid and you go on with your purposeless existence. Okay, one more time. I'm proud of you.
Okay.
Across town, in group therapy.
Is there something you'd like to say?
Okay, here's a question. Why am I in group therapy, if you're trying to evaluate whether or not I'm a danger to others?
Each individual session brings in $185 for 45 minutes. So, what do you think happens with 6 to 10 of you in 2 hours?
Unbelievable.
Don't hate the therapizer. Hate the therapy. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Like what?
Who knows? I won't be listening, anyway. Did your parents name you, perhaps? You could tell the others about that. Or maybe how you got here.
My name is Cynthia. And I'm here because a walking pile of excrement, who I thought was my friend, gave me up to the cops. And then, a man who calls me princess, suggested they send me to the nut house. So, here I am.
Oh my God. So terrible. What will you do?
Is this how you run things? Ask us to open up, so this poorly dressed tart can practice her sarcasm? Doctor whatever you're called?
I told you, I don't listen. That's out of your price range. Okay, people. If this is your last session, bring me your court forms. Otherwise, see the rest of you cows, next week.
Exterior. After group therapy.
Are you following me?
No. I mean, yes. How do you like the therapist?
I think she's unprofessional, self-centered, and I'm fairly certain she was eating her lunch out of a paper bag in the hallway before our session.
My read on her, exactly. It's so good to find someone else who gets it.
What's there to get?
Just that this whole thing is a farce. We're innocent people sent to do time with some quack. That's all.
And what are you innocent of?
Apparently, you're not allowed to hang out with people you like.
Right.
You know how it is.
I never said I was innocent. I said I was betrayed. Anyway, I've got places to be that aren't here. And people to talk to who aren't you. So, bye-bye.
Over on Gano Street.
Who let you in?
I'm a professor, Chad. I go wherever I please. And now, so do you.
Are you saying what I hope you're not saying?
You're one of us now, Chad. But still lesser. An adjunct. You will never have a full-time job. You will never have health insurance. You will be treated like human waste by idiots who can barely read. And treated even worse by people of your same education level. Welcome to academia. You will be teaching a 100-level American government course. I will email you the textbook link and room location 15 minutes after the class has started. Then an immediate follow-up email to admonish you for not planning ahead. You will never, ever, ever, ever be a success in academia. You could publish 500 articles and 10 books that change the field, but I will still be the department chair, even though I have only ever written a single memoir about my own greatness. And do you know why?
Because when your generation entered the system, you basically needed 50 cents in a crayon to be successful.
Are you jelly, Chad?
So what date does the class start?
I'd keep an eye on your email, Professor Chad.
I'll just ignore the email. I won't show up and then Professor Niewicki can just take a bus to Boston.
There's no choice, Chad.
There's always a choice.
Is there always a choice? Gotten any calls from Brazil lately?
How would you know that? Who are you?
You have to teach the class.
Why?
3 reasons. First, Mr. Pete will hurt the ones you love if you refuse this job. Second, the faculty will spread lies about your mental health and you will be institutionalized.
They wouldn't do that.
I forget how sweet you can be. Third, ego needs you to teach the class because that's how the plot moves forward. It's even how the next episode starts.
Who are you?
He's taking the job, sir.
There are still months before he meets the boy.
Everything will go exactly as the creator has written it.
Yes. Long live the creator.
Long live the creator.
That concludes this week's episode. You're welcome. Until next Sunday, remember, watch, like, subscribe, evangelize.